You can't build a marriage on silence. It just can't happen. So we got this quick video we want to share with you that we came across. It's gonna tie into the episode we got for you today beautifully. So let's check it out.
Spoken to my husband in 2 weeks, and we still live in the same house and sleep in the same bed. Let me give you a backstory. So on Halloween, I went to work. I did not eat. I had patience. I worked 8 hours. The kids wanted to go trick-or-treating, so my husband and I went to his sister's house. I stayed in the car because I wasn't nauseous. I just really wasn't feeling well. We stayed for a little while. They got back in the car. He asked me, am I okay? I said, no, I'm not feeling well. I'm nauseous. I did not eat. He said, okay, we're going to get something to eat. I said, I think we should get cereal right now because that's the fastest thing. I don't want no fast food. We got the cereal. We came home. I was eating cereal. It still wasn't feeling well, so I came upstairs. He followed me upstairs, and he said, do you want me to leave you alone? And I said, yeah, leave me alone because I'm not feeling well. And this man said, you told your husband to leave you alone? You should never tell your husband. Excuse me? I am not feeling well. I want you to leave me alone. He said, okay, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to leave you alone. I went downstairs because my daughter was upset that we didn't go trick-or-treating out here. He came downstairs. He said other things. I didn't say anything. Cool beans. I sat on the couch. He came upstairs and he locked the bedroom door. For that night, I slept on the couch because I'm not fighting and arguing with you. I still don't feel well. Cool beans. The next day, he got up. He said nothing to me. I said nothing to him. Cool beans. That Sunday, he went to work. I went to go pick up one of my daughter's friends so she can have a play date. And when he was leaving, I was like, have a good day. Don't tell me to have a good day. You don't mean that. You hate me. I said, no, I don't hate you. I love you. Give me a kiss. I'm not kissing you. Cool beans. Ever since then, we have not talked. Am I wrong? Oh, let me not forget. I sent him a text message, which I'm going to put in here. I said, hey, I think we should have the conversation. You know, he didn't had the conversation to clear the air. You know, he didn't answer me back. Matter of fact, sorry, let me go back. He blocked me on every social media website. Every social media website. Am I wrong? Please let me know. And yes, I'm just waking up. And you skin? Get your collagen. Okay, let me know.
So, what's up, visionaries?
Welcome to another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. I'm Tanya and I'm joined by my wonderful husband,
Lamont.
and we hope you're doing well as usual.
As usual.
Let's do a little housekeeping before we hop into our thoughts and opinions. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure that you subscribe to the channel, and if you are coming back, hey, we want you to know we appreciate you. Make sure to comment what you think about what she just said. Do you think she wrong?
Yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Yes, let us know.
And be sure to hit that like and then comment.
Absolutely. So, again, if you back, you know that Lamont and I are all about healthy marriages, starting with dating and beyond the vows. Because we know what's not transformed will ultimately be transferred to future generations. And guess who can't have it? None of us. So, what you think about this, babe?
It's crazy.
It is.
Silence for 2 weeks being married, that should never happen in a marriage.
Yeah.
Especially in the same household. I think it depends on the circumstances. Unless it maybe some cheating or something, but if it's something small like your partner said, I don't want to be bothered, there shouldn't be no 2 weeks of silence.
Right.
Because that 2 weeks of silence could ultimately be the end of your marriage.
The conflict is surface level conflict. You can definitely tell that it's something else deeply rooted in there, starting from her saying that she don't want to be bothered by her husband.
Yeah.
And also for to me, for him to even ask that question, do you want me to leave you alone? Why not just make sure that she was good and leave her alone?
Yeah. Sometimes it is best to leave somebody alone.
Yeah, even if she don't say it, a lot of time when people don't feel good, they may not want to be
Yeah, some
bothered. They
people
might
don't.
even
Yeah,
lash out.
yeah. Some people want to be bothered. Some people don't want to be bothered. But you know your partner better than anybody else. But here's the thing: most couples don't fall apart because of one big blow up. They fall apart because quiet distance that creep in. And 2 weeks is a long time to go silent on
It
your partner.
is. And a lot of time silence feels safe to people,
Yeah,
but it's not. Some people just think, shutting down is gonna make things better.
yeah,
So they like, I'm just gonna shut down because I ain't trying to get this no deeper than it need to be. I ain't trying to get into this mess. I ain't trying to, blow things out of proportion. But really, that silence is the silent killer, as
yeah.
they say.
Silence always or shutting down always makes things worse than it is
Mm-hmm.
because it disappears. The issue seems to disappear, but it just grow in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And this post argumental silence is a space filled with unspoken emotions and uncomfortable distance that need to be addressed. If you don't address the silence, then silence grows to 2 weeks. Instead of a day, it goes to 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
it's so pivotal for somebody to be the mature one in a relationship.
Yeah.
And I prefer it be the man because when a woman has to be the emotional mature one in a relationship, ultimately the relationship is not going to last long. If the woman has to be the mature one in the relationship.
Yeah. Any space that's being filled with anything is guaranteed to blow up
Yeah,
after a while. It's just gonna grow, 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 and then blow.
yeah,
But let's be honest, men and women shut down for different reasons.
yeah. A lot of men we shut down because we feel overwhelmed. Sometimes we feel misunderstood, or we're afraid if we say the wrong thing, the fight is only going to get bigger.
Yeah, I can see that.
And sometimes we shut down to avoid conflict. And sometimes that avoided conflict may mean leaving the house.
Yeah. And a lot of us women, shut down because feeling unheard or emotionally alone. Women get tired of repeating themselves and feeling like nothing is ever changing.
Yeah. And that's a cycle.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous cycle if you guys get that, if you guys are doing that in your relationship. The
Yeah.
silence and unspoken emotions erode trust and kill the relationship.
Yeah. And I mean, most of us, we got children. So we don't want to keep repeating ourselves to our husband.
Yeah.
As a woman, that we don't want to do
Yeah.
that. We already have to do that to kids.
And even as a man too, man, sometimes it can go both ways.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to repeat themselves.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: there's a cost of unrepaired conflict. There's a cost when that silence is inside your house for a long period of time. Unrepaired arguments lead to resentment buildup
Mm-hmm.
and creating barriers between you.
Yeah. And then emotional distance grows as each unresolved conflict leave the couple feeling like strangers rather than like they intimate partners.
That's why you can be in the house for 2 weeks with somebody, and yet you feel like strangers. I just couldn't imagine that.
Yeah, that's terrible. And then the lack of repair erodes the trust.
Yeah, if you're not repairing the relationship in a timely fashion, you erode trust inside the relationship,
Yep.
making the relationship more vulnerable to divorce.
Yep. And here's the thing, repair attempts are the secret weapon for lasting, thriving relationships. You gotta at least attempt to repair the relationship and quickly.
Yeah, and that's the key to a healthy relationship. How quickly every couple gets in conflict, but how quickly a couple can get in conflict and repair is going to dictate how long your relationship lasts. The name of the game is if you're in conflict, quickly repair the conflict so you can get back to connection. And sometimes, our relationship is like a fragile band, rubber band.
Mm-hmm.
We both holding a rubber band. Every time conflict goes, we pull that rubber band apart. Conflict, we pull that rubber band apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we connect, we pull that rubber band closer. There's no wear and tear on the rubber band, but eventually you keep pulling the rubber band apart. What's going to happen?
It's gonna snap.
It's going to snap.
It's not gonna be that connection. It's gonna be gone.
It's going to snap.
Yep. So we gotta prioritize resolving these conflicts out here. I think the sooner, people in the marriage realize that nobody wins. It's not a win-win situation. The sooner everybody can lay down their ego and get to a healthier state.
Yeah. And I see in both of these, like the 2 weeks going without talking to each other, there is, she tried to repair it. She said she came to him, tried to repair a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
There's ego and pride in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of immaturity in that too. And it's hard to build a relationship when immaturity is in the place. Somebody, and I prefer the man, got to be the emotional, mature one that repairs the relationship quickly. You can't let both of y'all can't be sitting there sitting in silence for 2 weeks. I understand she did the repair like the next day or so, a couple of days, but then I guess after that she's like, "Well, I ain't gonna try no more." You can't be like that because guess what? Ultimately, that's when the relationship. That's when you get on divorce where they say irreconcilable differences.
Yeah,
because you got two stubborn people that couldn't reconcile small minor differences, and which would be something simple as this right here.
Yeah. And my thoughts are if, men, and it's proven that women lead with their emotions, why would you think that a woman would be the leader, of controlling the emotions in the relationship when conflict happens?
Yeah.
That just won't be, that ain't going to happen. More than likely, you're going to need the man, like you said, to step up and be that leader.
Yeah.
That emotional leader to resolve this conflict.
And this is why 70% of women file for divorce, because 70% of women are carrying the emotional load of the relationship. And they probably the one more emotional, but yet they the one that got to be emotional. Because most men don't have no emotion. They conflict avoid. And I can see I did get a chance to check out the video that he did, and I can tell the dude he's a very common dude. He's a conflict avoiding dude.
Yeah,
he's a calm and collect dude. So
not a man of many
words. So if you got a man like him, I don't know if you guys got a chance to maybe go to TikTok and check out a video. If you got a man like him, a calm dude that most people, a lot of men are conflict avoided, then you have to be the one to bring. You can't, and it can't. The quicker you repair it, like you got to quickly repair like that. I don't feel too good. I don't want to talk, and then you go downstairs. No, the quickest. What she said wasn't too bad. It was just how she said. She missed one word, and that's right now. A lot of times we gotta say, because what she said was, I don't want to. What she say? I don't feel good. I want to be left by myself. I want to be left alone. But the proper way to say that is, I want to be left alone right now. I just want to rest. See, that saying it like that, meaning I'm just need to be left alone right now. But when you say I want to be left alone, the emotional man, they say, you want me to leave? Like he took it the harshest way.
Yeah,
he took it the worst way that he could take it. Oh, you don't want me around none of the time.
And that's what I'm saying. There had to be some kind of vibe coming out from her.
Yeah.
For him to ask that question, because I just don't understand why he asked that question.
Yeah, it had to be more.
You want me to leave you alone? You want me to leave you alone, don't you? You want me to leave you alone? It had to be something.
A lot more even, a lot more bickering and arguing and stuff that was going on before that. Yeah,
some kind of attitude. Or something going on there.
Yeah, for a man to say you want me to leave you alone. Well, like I said, if you want, I know some people they want, when they sick, they don't want to be bothered. People. But let your partner know, no, I just want to rest. I'm good right now. I just want to rest right now.
And the relational thing that he could have said is just, okay, baby,
Yeah.
I'll leave you alone. Do you mind if I go get you something to drink? If you need something to drink,
No, she
I
kind of
bring you.
said she don't want none.
Well, if she said she ain't
Yeah,
want nothing, and
yeah.
that's another thing.
Nothing like somebody keep asking you, do you want this? Do you want
Well,
that?
no, don't keep asking, but he don't even have to ask. He can go down there and just get it and put it up there. Cause I mean, if she feeling nauseated
Yeah.
and sick, she gonna need something to drink.
And people get, nausea, you kind of want ginger ale.
Yeah, so some bubbly on the
Yeah,
stomach or
yeah.
something.
And sometimes we gotta not be ignorant to the fact and know how to help somebody out when they're sick.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's when it comes to knowing a person too.
Yeah.
Did they mention how long they've been married?
No, they didn't mention
Okay.
that.
All right, but just in case you don't know what a repair attempt is, it's any small action or statement that helps de-escalate tension and conflict in a relationship.
And she tried to do that.
Yeah, she did. I don't know how many days it took
Yeah.
for her to do it, but she did try to reconnect. She tried to text him,
Hmm.
when he was going out the door. She said something to him.
Yeah. And then she was like, "Yeah, I love
I
you" or
love
something.
you.
Have a good day. He's like, "You don't
Mm-hmm.
love me" and all that stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, "Oh, we need to talk when you get home." Text him. She said she texted him. She was like, "We
Yeah,
need to talk when we get home." That kind of stuff should have been done
that was a
in
big.
front. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good. But texting, once you're in an argument, it's good to pick up the phone. Even so, they've been in the house for 2 weeks. She
yeah,
could even, here's the thing. Sometimes when they're silent treatment that thing, here's the best way to handle it. Sometimes you got to write a note.
yeah,
Write a note. Can we talk? Yes or no. Take it back to old school.
yeah,
Sometimes, hey, write a note. Say, can we talk? Yes or no? Because I don't want this conflict to keep us disconnected like that. Write a letter to your partner. If you're in this situation, silence is in the relationship, write a letter to your partner, put it in his car or something, be like, can we talk? Yes or no? And they're gonna either write you back, they can say yes, no, or they're not gonna say nothing. But
yeah,
either way, somebody has to make an attempt to de-escalate the tension and conflict inside a relationship.
and quickly
And quickly.
because with 2 weeks, that thing growing, boy.
And
Every day they go by, more and more piling on.
yeah, and you can't get that gap.
Nah.
That gap is in there. 2 weeks, that gap, that resentment bubble is inside that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? They call it death of 1,000 cuts.
Mm.
Couple more cuts, it's gonna be detrimental.
And it's also the devil's
The
playground.
devil's
The
playground,
devil
yeah, yeah,
loves a couple of conflicts.
yeah.
Not
2 weeks, yeah,
talking,
that's a lot.
what? I
There's
can get
no
on up in
intimacy,
there.
there's no talking,
Yes.
and there's the devil's playground.
Easy for him to do what he came to do:
Yeah,
kill, steal, and destroy.
yep,
So, repair attempts again is a small action or statement that helps de escalate tension and conflict in a relationship. And this can be by a verbal apology,
yeah,
a reset phrase, a physical gesture like a gentle touch, or even using humor.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah, say something funny.
but the key is that repair attempt shows that you care more about the
Hmm.
relationship than being right. And the Gottman research suggests that shows that couples who make effective repair attempts are much more likely to have a long, successful, lasting relationship.
Yep. You got to note that attempts are powerful tools for resolving conflicts and also maintaining that healthy emotional connection.
Yeah. So there's a 3-step process. I gave you one. It's not in the steps, but I gave you one to write a note, man. If silence, if your partner got a habit of being silent, one of my best remedies is to write a note.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a 3-step process to repair your relationship and reframe the conflict into connection. Number one, pause and calm down, man.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
she did it a little bit. No, no, I just want to rest right now. But like I
Mm-hmm.
said, right now, meaning that means I'm just doing this right now, but later on, I might be better off. But just saying I don't want to talk, you shutting the conversation down, that means you don't want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So let your partner use words that meaning we can get back to it later on. Let's pause right now. Let's not. I just don't feel good. I just want to rest right now. Right now, this means right now.
Yeah, and him, okay, baby. Instead of you don't supposed to say that to your husband. You asked her a question, then blew up when you got the answer. He could have easily just been like, okay,
Okay, yeah, that's
all
when
right.
maturity come into play.
Yeah. So that first pause and cool down moment is going to involve intentional time just to regulate your nervous system and emotions before you attempt to reconnect again. So regulate,
Mhm.
breathe, do all those things before you attempt to reconnect because sometimes you got to step back and release
Yeah,
before having a conversation.
yeah.
So
But creating
just
emotional space,
just know that this ain't avoidance. It's just
creating
creating that
emotional space.
emotional
Yeah.
space that's needed for genuine dialogue.
Next, we want to move from you to I. Own our own part inside the conflict. This humbly involves acknowledging specific contributions to the conflict without blame, without defensiveness. Even if you believe that you're only 10%, own that 10% fully. This vulnerability opens up the door for your partner to do the same. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. And so you got to quickly, and here's the thing, you got to quickly apologize. Like in that situation, she could have quickly, oh, I ain't mean like that, baby. I'm sorry. I just need to rest right now. You got to quickly repair. Sometimes you got a split second to repair that what they thought you said. Because once the person hear it, they going to think their own self and you don't correct them. Oh, I didn't mean like that. Once you see them, I didn't mean like that. Quickly learn how to repair. Own
Yeah,
your part. I didn't mean like that. I'm sorry. And he would say, well, I ain't mean like that. I'm sorry too. See, vulnerability opens up the door for vulnerability.
yeah, and like Lamont was saying, even if you believe you're 10% responsible, you have to hear that word. I believe you
Yeah.
might have left that out, but 10% responsible.
Own that 10%.
Own that 10%
Fully.
fully. Okay,
Yeah.
so the final step is to offer genuine repair, not that fake stuff.
Yeah.
And your partner know when you're being fake.
Yeah.
They know when it ain't real.
Yeah.
So express authentic vulnerability and curiosity by asking your partner what they need from you.
Yeah.
Because you want to reconnect. So say what I need from you so we can get this out the way and get back to our loving state. And when they tell you what they need from you, listen.
Yeah.
Listen actively to
Without
their
getting defensive.
response. Yeah.
And he asked his woman, he asked her what she needs. She told him, but she told him in a harsh way. And defensiveness got into play and caused a 2 week disconnect.
Yeah. Make sure that you show through your words and actions that the relationship matters more
More.
than winning.
You don't want it 2 weeks because, like I said, for 2 weeks, both of them to go distant. Nobody won in this situation.
No.
The relationship lost. Nobody won. The relationship lost, and you don't want to be in this relationship because this ultimately will end your relationship. And if you're married, this ultimately will have that divorce right there in the play.
And then after the 2 weeks, it was put out there for everybody else to get in the business and put their opinion in. So, did you read some of the comments?
I did. I read a little bit of.
I feel like a lot of people are like
Well,
real judgmental on the situation, not fully knowing the situation. This is a marriage that we're talking about. So
yeah,
what we want to do is build them up if we can,
yeah,
and that's why people like Lamont and I exist.
yeah. I think a lot of I read a little bit of the comments, and a lot of people just like he ain't nothing, girl, and
He a down low
he a
brother.
down low brother.
Yeah, a
I
lot of
would dump
things, a
him.
lot of negative.
Yeah, and I did. She said she spoiled him, so she take care of him a lot. So when you taking care of doing too much for a man, you make a man soft, man. You make a man codependent, and you don't want to do too much where you the man's mama.
Yeah.
You don't want to do too much where you the man's mama, man.
Yeah.
So the power of silence and physical touch to repair emotional wounds.
It's needed.
Sometimes a good old handshake, a
Yeah.
good old hand holding your person, reaching out to your partner hand. Baby, I'm sorry. You reach out and say, baby, I'm sorry. You reach out to grab their hand.
Mm-hmm.
If they grab it, that's a chance for you to bridge that connection. They saying holding hands instantly activates.
Yeah. It's a connection to the brain.
Yeah,
Like sustained eye contact.
yeah,
That also releases oxytocin. And that's the bonding hormone. Like when I'm holding your hands and when I'm looking at you in the eyes, I can feel that hormone. I can feel that oxytocin.
yeah,
And it often communicates to you, I see you and I'm here with you.
yeah. I'm gonna let you get it. I'm gonna let you get a rest, baby.
Yeah.
Get
And
some
look at it.
rest.
Make sure you sustaining that eye contact because that's important.
Yeah,
That's the whole thing to it because that eye contact and that feeling and that oxytocin that comes through is more powerful than words.
yeah. And even a 20-second hug, man, just embrace. Sometimes you'll be surprised how many people don't hug enough.
Mm.
And I know some people don't like hugging, but hugging releases a flood of emotions from both parties.
Yeah, it reduces that cortisol level. So your
And
levels
yeah,
are flooded with both bodies, together. You
yeah.
getting oh man, you're getting all the cortisol. You're feeling good. You're
And it,
getting the chemicals that dissolve emotional walls.
yep, and a hug during conflict, it does dissolve emotional walls.
Hmm. That's why some people just be like, I just need a hug.
Yeah,
When they having a bad day, they just need a hug,
yeah.
and it makes them feel so much better.
But like I said, because you'll be surprised how many couples don't hug. Anytime me and my wife hug, we say we feel good. Hugging is good, man. It's a non-verbal repair that activates the body's natural common system.
Mm-hmm.
Faster than verbal process. Faster than you can say anything. Touching and hugs and stuff calms you down quicker than anything else. Especially when words have already caused the harm.
Yeah, you don't
Sometimes
already
you don't want
talk
to
too
hear
much.
nothing.
Yeah.
Words and cause enough harm. Just hug me, grab my hand, say I'm sorry, baby. Reach out to grab the
Yeah.
hand. That physical touch connect can break a lot of ice.
Yeah, because you can say I'm sorry, she'd be like, show me, or he'd be like, show me. But if you say I'm sorry, baby, and then get that good big hug, that's like showing them a bit,
Yeah,
Like, okay, he ain't hug me, she ain't hug me in a minute like that. So yeah.
yeah. Like I said, the name of the game is to get in conflict and quickly repair the conflict. And some couples have developed creative techniques to
Hmm.
transform conflict into opportunities for connection and even laughter. One technique,
Is the love mulligan. And that's when somebody says something hurtful, then they pause and then apologize and then redo it again with kindness.
can we do this? Can we redo this? I ain't mean like that. Let's redo this. A redo.
A redo. Another is playful reintroductions. You know that one after an argument, couples shake hands and reintroduce themselves with humor to create emotional distance from the fight.
Yeah. Sometimes the humor does.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a little laugh, like something stupid, breaks down that conflict.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just shake hands and reintroduce yourself. That's gonna hey, that's gonna distance you from the fight.
Yeah.
Take your mind off. And then you got physical reset techniques like silly dancing or shaking it out. Well, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna shake off this negativity,
Or I
to
say
just
something.
just to shift the emotional energy and release that stress.
All
You
these
know,
are ways that it's better than going 2 weeks not speaking to your spouse because they done said something to you that you didn't like.
mm-hmm.
2 weeks. If I was to go two, I might as well get divorced. 2 weeks is a long time, man.
It is.
Especially to go to say I love somebody, to be in the same household and just only say one word and just be walking past them on a daily basis, not talking.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it
I
either.
can't even go an hour or two. I'm
Yeah.
in there like, oh, I gotta want to say something. I gotta say
I mean,
something.
but we got a healthy relationship, and I say we've been married for 20 years, and we have never went a day or two without talking to each other.
Yeah, we ain't never win a day.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
more than a couple of hours or so.
yeah.
The quicker you repair your relationship, the name, like I said, the name of the game is to quickly get in conflict and quickly repair, shorten the repair time in your relationship. So if right now you get in conflict and you might go for you got to leave out the house. The name of the game is for you to not leave out the house. So if you get in conflict and you want to run over your mama house, the name of the game is you not to run over your mama house. The name of the game is to shorten conflict to repair to get your relationship back to the harmony state where love exists.
Yeah. Cause again, marriage, you doing life in marriage. So nobody wins. Just think of it like that. This person is not a person that I'm trying to get a W for from.
Yeah.
I don't need a W. I need for both of us to win, for me to win. You just can't win by yourself because it's no longer you. It's y'all.
And here's three things that happens when couples learn how to embrace conflict and get back to the loving state. They feel closer after they fight.
Hmm.
When a couple learns how to repair during conflict, fights bring them closer.
Hmm.
Couples who practice repair actually feel more emotionally intimate and safer after an argument. Versus couples who don't know how to repair, they feel distant. They feel more angry after an argument.
Yeah. And two, building courage and trust.
Couples who get in conflict and repair builds courage and trust. They say, "Oh, we can do this, baby. We can get through this conflict. Ain't nothing gonna hold us back, man. We know how to work through things, and we come out stronger."
Yep. Each successful repair builds emotional courage and deepens trust. Three is the small moments of transformation. It's not grand gestures, but tiny repairs in the tone, that eye contact, touch that transforms how couples express tension.
Yeah. And as a couple learn, they can handle difficult things together.
Hmm.
Here's the thing, though. When navigating conflict skillfully, you increase connection and intimacy in a relationship over time. That's
Yeah.
the power of small conflicts. That's the power of conflicts when handled right turns into connection. Because
Hmm.
every couple get into conflict, but the name of the game is to consistently repair that conflict so you can get back to connection.
And
That's it.
we hope that you got something out of this. We hope that you listened to, some of the key ways to prevent holding these conversations or, about the conflict that you had for 2 weeks and months and even
Yeah,
days and hours. You just, you got too much room again for the devil to play.
yeah,
You got too much room to, for your marriage to go downhill, and like we said in one of the earlier slides, too much room to be looking up divorce.
yeah.
For real.
I mean, because when that gap and that no talking is into play, people are left with their own devices.
Yeah.
And depends on how emotional you are, people are thinking like, "Dang, she's cheating on me." Like a lot of things in the comments, she's cheating on me. She doing this, she did. Why she don't love me? Why we ain't talking? And that just creates distance. And embracing conflict is a chance for you to not create distance, but create a path of deeper love. Conflict isn't the enemy.
Nope.
Avoidance is the enemy.
Repair is not the
No,
enemy.
silence is the enemy.
Yes.
Repair is your friend.
Yes. So
Let us know.
start your toolbox today. The toolbox, get your arsenal up.
And practice reconnecting, embracing, and forgiveness and commitment inside your relationship. And do it quickly,
Mhm.
one small step at a time, and watch what happens. Shorten that repair time.
And visit lovercoaching.com/love.
Yep, we'll give you a quick roadmap to learn a new perspective on love and to build that connection and to keep the fire and passion burning inside your relationship because it's hard.
Yeah. And
But
hey, it's also some tools for your arsenal.
yeah, but with the right skills and the right tools, I think you're able to navigate any kind of conflict inside the relationship. You
Yeah.
need the will to do it and the skills to do it with.
Yeah. And they had vision, and
And together,
together they
they built
built
the
the
life
life
that
that
they
they
love.
love. Go Bills.
Go big. We'll see you in the next one. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
This is
This is